guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika, the channel where we talk a lot about making and selling digital product. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to make a simple digital product that is a to-do list in the Photoshop using the Photoshop tools. It's entirely based on my experience. This is the way of how I create the to-do list in the Photoshop. Now obviously there are so many ways in which people can do it, but I'm gonna be showing you my way, and you can sell this digital product as a to-do list on the Etsy or even on your website. So without further ado, let's get straight with our perform. Consider clicking the like button, guys. I do appreciate that. If you want more such videos in the future, consider subscribing, hit the bell icon. Whenever I'm gonna upload new videos, you're gonna get notified about it. Also, if you're looking forward for making and selling digital products or making more money with selling digital product, then I have a PDF download. The link is in the description box below. It's entirely based on my experience and knowledge so far to help me making money by selling digital product. I have an entirely 2 years of experience selling them, making thousands of dollars in the online space. It's a PDF download. It's kind of like a verbal planner which will going to help you. The link is in the description box below. Without further ado, let's get straight with today's tutorial. Okay guys, currently we are on the Photoshop. You can see clearly we are in the Photoshop. So we will going to quickly go over to taking a new canvas. I'm going to take a new white canvas for making this to-do list. So I'm going to be picking up the file and the new canvas over here. I'm going to take it as a 6x9 inches. I mean, you can pick up whatever size of the file you want, 8.5x11 or whatever size. Then I'm going to keep the background color as a white, the RGB mode, resolution 72. You can make all different changes or a different adjustment over here if you want to. Once you're done with that, then I'm going to quickly go over to the option, the OK, and boom. We are having a white canvas, the new white canvas. And I'm going to be proceeding towards the brush tool first of all, and I'm going to be picking up my custom brush tools. Now, I have an entire brushes that I made for myself for using in the Photoshop. So I'm going to take one of my own brushes and I'm going to decrease the size and see if it's entirely fitting into the canvas or not according to me. You can very well import your own custom brushes, or you can use the brushes that Photoshop already have, or you can very well import a new graphic. I'm going to change the color of this brush to green color, and I'm going to be using this particular brush all over the canvas to cover the entire canvas. And then I'm going to be proceeding towards and using the text tools and using the different tools in the Photoshop to finish out with the to-do list. So you can see I'm using this brush tool. That's a custom brush that I made for myself for using in the Photoshop. And it's kind of like a watercolor designer tool, kind of like. And I have used the green color over here. Now you can use whatever color theme you want to have for your digital products. Now I want to have a little bit green, so I'm going to increase the intensity. So I have chosen a little bit darker shade of the green because I want the darker green. Earlier it was a lighter green. You can use it 2 different colors. I'm just using the green and the different shades of the green over here. That's a monochromatic one. You can have a different styles of different themes or a color palette according to what kind of digital product you want to make, or what kind of you really want to sell. Once you're done with the brush tool, now we will going to proceed towards and picking up the different tools over here. So I'm going to be picking up a text tool over here. So I'm going to be selecting a font. Now you can have your own custom font in the Photoshop, or you can very well proceed towards using the Photoshop font itself. I'm going to use the Photoshop font itself. I'm going to see the size of the font, whether it's appropriate or not. And I'm going to proceed towards, and I'm going to be writing over here the to-do list, because that was it takes. It is a to-do list. Now I think I'm not happy with the way the font is. So I'm just going to remove the text, and I'm going to be using it in the low, like small letters and the capital letters. Earlier it was entire the capital letters. So it depends on you how you want to make it and how you want to proceed. Now you see the size of the font is way more smaller. So I'm going to pretty much go and increase the size of the font. So to go that, and I'm going to change the color of my font. Now it was a lighter green. So I increase the shade of the green. I'm going to be changing the size of the font. And until you're satisfied the size of the font, you can increase or decrease. You can change its color and shade. A lot of the stuff that you can do in the Photoshop, that's the beauty of using the Photoshop. Once you're satisfied with that, you can proceed further with that. Now I'm going to be using a shape tool. You can very well choose the different tools over here, or you can add the text like that. Only depends on you. But possibly I'm going to go over to the shape tool, and you can choose a custom shapes, or you can very well choose the basic shapes that a Photoshop has. So I have chosen the basic shape, and I'm going to choose the color of the shape for which I want for my to-do list. So I've chosen the shape of the rectangular rectangular shape over here, and I've chosen its color as a white. So I'm using the 2 colors, kind of like a white and the green over here, a little bit monochromatic because I'm using different shades of the green, but I'm actually mixing it with the white color. So that's why you can see over here the white with the green. And now I'm gonna be proceeding towards using a different text over here, and I'm gonna choose the font and choose the size of the font that I want for this particular stuff over here. I'm gonna proceed towards, and I'm gonna use the font, and I'm increase or decrease the size, choose the colors, choose the size. I'm going to be writing the text over here and proceeding further with that. You can very well do that, what I'm seeing writing over here. If you see the size of the font is way more small, just increase the size or change the color. It all depends on you how you want to proceed further. This is just my way of doing it. Now obviously there are a lot of the different ways in which you can make a particular product or particular design or artwork or digital product in the Photoshop. Now I'm using the text tool and I'm writing down the text over here. Once you're done with all the tags, just tick on the check boxes or tick in the boxes that you're seeing below. That kind of like a to-do list or a checklist or whatever you call it. So now I'm going to be proceeding towards further. Now I'm actually selecting the text layer over here so that I can very well adjust the text over here. So you can very well select the layers on the right hand side in the layers panel, and you can adjust the different layers of your text or shapes the way you want to, or you can set the alignment according to as you want to. So I'm just aligning it properly so that I can fit very well according to my to-do list. That's what over here I'm going to do. And you can very well add a different stuff over here. You can have a dash dotted lines or dotted lines over here if you want to fill the white box of the to-do list that you're seeing currently. But it depends on you. Like some I have seen in the to-do list, they are having a blank lines over here, like a dashed lines, or lines where people can literally go and write that if they want in that way, or they're simply leaving it as a blank, so that it very well depends on the chooser or the people who are purchasing a particular product in the way they want to use it. Because it's a simple to-do list, it's not a very much complicated digital product. So I'm just adjusting and finishing up with this almost. You can do the way you want to. You can add a little bit more stuff over here and you can make it a little bit. So I'm just gonna select the box over here and I'm gonna make a little bit more changes with the boxes to adjust according to my digital product. Now you can do this adjustments and the final adjustment later part once you're finished with your to-do list. I'm seeing that I'm almost finished with that, so I'm just adjusting the different layers, the different boxes over here, so that it's filled entirely with the type of the canvas or type of the digital product which I really want to make. That's a to-do list. So I'm gonna proceed further and I'm gonna do an adjustments over here. You can see I'm pretty much done with this to-do list. Now I'm going to see a lot of the layers in the right hand panel of my layers panel. So I'm going to probably go and merge all these layers so that we can have a properly merging of the layers. So just you need to go and select all the layers and then you need to merge all the layers together, and then you can very well save this. Now I'm going to pretty much go and save this particular to-do list as a JPEG or PNG, whatever file format you want to choose, or PSD or Photoshop file, whatever, it depends on you. Or if you want to make it as a template, a Photoshop template, then you can save it as a PSD. But I'm going to simply go over to the file, the new option, click over to the save. Then I'm going to be naming this file. It's kind of like a to-do list. Then I'm going to select the specific file format over here. That's a JPEG file format. Then I'm going to click over to the save and boom. So we are done with the simple to-do list in the Photoshop. It's very simple, very basic. You can be more creative. Hopefully you find this tutorial useful. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. That's it. If you find this tutorial useful, let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you have any video requests, please let me know. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I'm gonna see you in the next video with an amazing new tutorial. Till then, take care. Bye guys.